Hello, what can I do for you?
I had a really rough weekend because I had to go to court to process my divorce, and I had to see my ex-husband, and it was really hard because I went like I was I was married for him like for 10 years, and seeing him after all this time and realizing everything that happened, it was very hard for me, and my children were there, and obviously they were happy to see him, but I wasn't. So it was a very hard process, and I don't know if I can go through it again.
Okay, so how long you decided that divorce was the best option?
I decided to divorce him about a year ago, and it was because he started like getting violent, and not just with me but with my children. And when I realized that I realized that they were getting affected too, I decided to get a divorce.
Okay, have you talked with your children? What did they think?
Um, they are very little. The oldest has 5 years, so they don't really comprehend what's going on right now. They just know that their father isn't coming home. He lives somewhere else now. I've tried to explain them what happened through all these years, but I don't think they are understanding me that well. So I think they are blaming me for all this. They think I decided I don't want to be with him anymore just because. So I don't really think they are understanding what's happening, and that affects them even more.
Okay, let me see. So you are getting right now a divorce, or you are going through the process of getting divorced?
I'm getting through the process of being divorced.
Okay, so the custody, who is going to take?
I think like the most likely situation is I'm getting full custody because my husband is an alcoholic, and he has reports of abusive behavior at home and at work. So I doubt that the jury is gonna let him keep my children. So I think the most likely scenario is that he's not gonna be able to come close to us for about a year until he gets therapy and goes to like rehab. But then after that, like he's gonna have to see my children in some point. So
Okay, so for now, have you come to terms that the relation is not going to work?
yes.
So the father would only be the father role, but not your couple.
Mhm.
Yes. For now, that's clear for you.
Mhm.
Okay, so why do you think your children blame on you?
Because I was the one that decided to get the divorce, and they asked me lots of questions like, why doesn't our father come home? Why isn't he here? Did you throw him out of the house? So for them, it's like I threw him out of our lives, and they were very little when everything happened, so they don't really remember him being abusive and yelling and being aggressive. But I think that's why they blame me, because they don't know why I got the divorce, and they don't understand the damage that he has caused in our family.
So for now, what are the main issues that you are having with your children? Maybe they don't respect you, they don't obey you.
They do. It's just they have always seen their father as a good person, as have I, until everything began in the past. And they haven't really changed this idea of him. They still think that he is a good person, that he's a caring father, he was a caring husband, but they don't, like, that's my main issue. They don't realize how bad a person he is, and how much pain he has caused me, and he has caused them too. So I think my main issue right now is getting them to understand that this is not my fault. Maybe it is my fault because I waited too long to get a divorce. I let him be progressively violent with me, and I could have avoided their pain in some level. So I don't think it's my fault in some level, but my children don't see it that way. They think it's all my fault, and I'm the bad person that's throwing their father away.
Okay, so at least you have tried, so you try not to feel that guilty, because you try at least, I don't know, maybe for a couple of years to see if things work out. So as long as you are okay with come to terms with that decision, I think it will be fine. So, I mean, let me understand. You don't know how to tell them that their dad has been abusive, or what? What's the main issue? Because sooner or later they will find out.
Yes, I have tried to tell them the things I have gone through without them feeling like affected. So they know that their father has been abusive with me and in some level with them too. But as I said, like, they don't comprehend that that makes him a bad man. Like, they don't see him as who he really is. So they still have this idea of the perfect father that was always home and that was super caring and everything. But they don't, like, even though they know this, they don't seem to realize that this is his fault. And I hope that in the future, if I explain them better, they will understand what's going on and won't blame me for this.
Okay, so now maybe have you tried some role play? Because obviously they are not in an age that they can understand, but maybe you could use some examples to explain them why it's not a good relationship, not to blame specific on their dad, but try to see, like, I don't know, maybe yelling, cursing is not a good option, or it's not good to curse your couple, something like that. Maybe have you tried some role play?
I haven't, but my mom, she has. My mom, she has been supporting me through all of this because, well, when I fought with him or when I had discordance, I went to my mom's house and I would tell her everything, and she would support me then, and she actually helped me in the decision of getting a divorce. So when she talks to them, I think she reaches more to them because she has another way of explaining things. And when they are with them, I feel that they understand that it's not my fault, but then they come back home and they don't see their father and everything is wrecked. So they do blame me even though they know what happened.
Yeah, but maybe you can try to, while your mom is explaining the things, maybe you could be there. So the children could see that your mom is supporting also you and giving you the idea that it's not maybe your fault. So maybe could you try that?
Yes, maybe I could be more for them because right now I feel like I've distanced myself a little bit from them because I don't want them to feel this pain I'm going through, and I want them to be like normal kids in the future. I don't want them to feel like this ruined our lives or like this ruined our family. So now I leave them with my mom a lot because I'm off to the court or I'm off to therapy or stuff, and I don't really get to spend time with them that much. So I do think it could be a good option to be there when my mom explains them what's going on and let them see that I'm not the one that has the fault.
And this distance that you mentioned means what? Maybe you don't spend much time, but doing what? Because maybe, I don't know, maybe staying in the same house is not spending time with your kids. Maybe some activities that you haven't done.
Yes, before, a year ago when this all started, we used to go to the park or the beach a lot, and I think they enjoyed that. But right now that their father is not home anymore, I don't really have the means, the economic means to take them out as much as I did. When I go and pick them up from the school, I try to get them to to take them out or spend time.
Agüita. Producción.
Sí, me cayó. Bueno, cortamos esta parte, por favor.